So number 2, I asked you to move this to the other side. So it's going to be x minus 9, x squared minus 9x plus 14 equals 0. And then we're going to factor this. Right here, you're going to put a 1. And then you're going to do a times c, which is 14. And then you're going to put negative 9 on the bottom of the x times plus, and you need to find two numbers that you can multiply to get 14, but when you add, you get negative 9. So the number you can use is negative 7, negative 2. Because when I multiply these two, I get positive 14, but when I add, I get negative 9. So I'm going to use these two to expand the middle, which is negative 9. So it's going to be negative 7x plus negative 2x. So let's factor this. So x squared minus 7x minus 2x plus 14. And then you're going to do first two. They have x in common, so x minus 7. Second one, you put the negative here, you put the negative. Make sure you put that. And then 2 and 14, their 2 is their GCF. And then minus 7, because negative 2 times negative is positive 14. And then you're going to write these two in the front. And then you're going to write x minus 7 just once. Make sure you have same thing here in x minus 7, x minus 7. And you're going to set that equal to 0. So you're going to find what is x when I x set up equal to 0. So set up like this. So plus 2 plus 7. So the left side, I'm going to continue here. So that's going to be cancel here. So x equals 2. Cancel here, x equals 7. So you can write 2 and 7 are your zeros when x intercept. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to your graphing calculator and you're going to type this in, this one right here. This, your factor part, just that part, those two, x minus 2, x minus 7. So on your calculator, let's type that in. Go to y equal, clear, and then you're going to do parentheses, x minus 7, parentheses again, x minus 2. What you see is what you type, and hit graph. So right here, when you hit graph, this is your positive 2, this is your positive 7. So we're going to go back to our paper and then go to the, right here, that's the graphing. And then we're going to put the dots on from our answer. You have positive 2, so x, you go to the positive side, and you can just look at the graphing calculator and do it in the same location. So you have to write, put the dot on 2 here, and then on the 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Put it here, and then the graph just continue, connect, like go through. That's your x-intercept. So that means you have 2, 0, and you have 7, 0. These are called zeros of a function, or roots, or x-intercept. So why don't we go ahead and try this one. Find the zeros of each function. So let's find the zeros of this and this. So first thing you're going to do, 3x minus 2 equals 0. And then you're going to take the second one, x plus 5 equals 0. So what you're going to do is do inverse to find x. So you're going to add 2. 3x equals 0 plus 2 is 2. Divided by 3. X is 2/3. Right here, minus 5. X equals 0 minus 5 is negative 5. So these are your zeros, x-intercept. So those are your answers. And then you're going to go to the graphing calculator and you're going to type that in. So go to your graphing calculator, go to y equal. We're going to go the question, you have to type in the question. Parentheses, 3x minus 2, parentheses, another parentheses, x plus 5, okay, and then hit graph. So this is going to be -5, and that's 2/3. So we had two x values. So this is what we have. This is from the graphing calculator. So when each factor was set equal to 0, one solution ended up being a fraction. What do you notice when you graph the function? So right here, you can write here, this point is your -5. This point is your 2/3. So when you do the fraction, it's between 0 and 1, right? So the second part is between 0 and 1. And then you can, right here, you're going to say the graph, okay, right? The graph crosses x-axis at -5 and 2/3. These are x-intercepts. And this is also called roots or zeros. Okay? Because this one is -5, 0, 2/3, 0, when y is 0. Now, you can use your graphing calculator to get the exact value of 0. Can you circle this exact value of 0? So we're gonna try this on the calculator, and when I come back, I can show you more because it could be a little bit confusing, but let's try it. And here, you're gonna use what we just did. So we're gonna use 3x minus 2 times x plus 5. You're gonna put that equation here into y equal. So what you're going to do is go to your graphing calculator and do that, and then hit graph, and you're going to hit second calculate, and number 2 is 0. So I'll show you the steps. So go to your graphing calculator, go to y, and then we're gonna actually we had that, right? 3x minus 2. So you probably already have that. And then x plus 5. Okay. And then you're going to press, after you type in these two, you're going to press graph. Okay. And then you're going to press second. Okay. And then you're going to press here, trace. Right above trace, there's calculate. So second, trace. And you see number 2 is 0. So we want to find zeros of the function. So press number 2. And then right here, you have something that says left bound. So you're going to look at your left side. Your left side here, that's the left value, which was our -5. So what you're going to do is go and press this button, right, this arrow, and go all the way to the left. And do you see this, when you keep pressing until you see this blinking thing here? Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to go up. So this is your 0, right? So you just go, make sure the blinking thing is right up above that. So you can go up top more or down more as long as you pass this part. Okay, And then make sure it's blinking right above there, or you can pass it to. And hit enter. And then you see the word right bound. So you're just gonna go press this one. The right bound means right cursor. The left means left cursor. So the right, go down, and just right below where the x-intercept is, right here, you can go more. It doesn't matter where you go, as long as you pass this part. And then you hit enter. And then you see this word guess. And then you hit enter again, and it gives you 0. So this gives you the exact point, because sometimes it's hard to see when it's fraction or something like that. So this is your 0, -5 for x and y 0. And you might not understand what we just did. So when I come back, I'll show you again. Okay? So let's do this side. Okay? So we're going to go back to y equal. Everybody go back to y equal. And we need to find the other x value, which was a fraction. So go to y equal again. You have that already. Just hit graph. And then you hit second. Trace, which is calculate. And hit number 2. And then this time we need to find this x-intercept. So you're going to go press all the way here. Keep going until you see this blinking thing. It has to be right below this x line, right below. You see that blinking right below this x-intercept? So hit enter. And then you keep going up. It has to be above this x-intercept. So you need one below, one above the x-intercept here, the x-axis. Hit enter again, and you see the word guess, then you hit enter again. And then you get 0 is 0.666. 0.666 is 2/3. So that's the value, 0.6 or 0.7. So this gives you 0. So what you're doing is you put the blinking thing above 0, x-intercept, below x-intercept, and you hit enter and enter again, and it gives you this. So when we come back, we'll do more practice together. How to do on the calculator. So let's go back to our notes. It shows you right here. Pick which 0 you will find first. Approach it from the left and hit enter. So right here, approach from the left and hit enter. Then approach it from the right and hit enter. So this is doing this side. So here and then here. And then hit enter again. And your answer is on the bottom of the screen. Repeat to find the other 0. So right here, you're going to hit right below here, and then right above here. And then you hit enter and look for the word 0. Okay? We'll definitely practice again. So let's go to the next page on the notes. You have a graph there. So you can use your graphs to estimate the zeros. State which 2 numbers each 0 lies between. So right here, this is your 0 right here, and that's your 0. You have 2 points there. So what you're going to do is just estimate. So this point right here, the first one, this 0 is between 0 and, because it's between the origin and -1. That this dot is between is estimating it's between 0 and -1, and this x-intercept is between 1, 2, 2 and 3. Look at the dots, positive 2 and 3. Just estimating, okay? The next part, find the zeros of the equation given the factors. So let's do 1 together, and I want you to do number 2 by yourself as a practice. Number 1, you're not going to do anything, you're just going to just set it up equal to 0. So you need to find what x's are. And since you have 2 x's here, you need 1 x, another x. Solve for x. So you're just going to copy and set it equal to 0, and you just do inverse. Divided by 2. The first x is 2.